Hi, this is Adrian from Tactical Project Manager, and I hope you're doing great. In this video, I want to show you how you can schedule meetings with top-level executives. So the big boys who live on their own, in their own world, own floor, nice carpet, they work behind mahogany doors, and they have their own executive assistant, and it's very hard to get a hold of these people, and you can't look into their calendar, you can't see them and talk to them, you can't call them, but you still need to schedule meeting series. For example, when you are scheduling a steering board meeting, sequence of steering board meetings over the year, every 3 or 4 weeks you want to meet. And I want to show you my process. So because this is not easy, as I said, you can't see their calendar, so it's very hard to get all the information, but let me show you my process. Okay, I have prepared the following Excel sheet, which I use for scheduling these kind of meetings, and this is what it looks like. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Basically, I have here the people that I want to invite, title. So these are all the top executives, and then their assistants with their extension phone numbers so that I can easily call them and I don't have to look up the phone number every time. And then this is basically a calendar, so for the entire year. So then what I do is I call every assistant one after the other, and we go through the entire calendar and we look at if there are any slots and when this person is available. So Deborah Johnson, for example, the head of IT, we go through the entire calendar and I make my notes here and I use this color coding. So let's say Deborah is not available in this week in May. This entire week gets red. Then there's a weekend, then we continue. So the next week, so maybe she's busy on Monday, she's maybe traveling. Tuesday would work. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well, but maybe I get the information that she's only available after, let's say, 11 a.m. And on Friday, she will leave the office early. I know that's pretty unlikely for an executive, but still, let's say that's the case. So let's put in here until 12 p.m. only. Then maybe she's on vacation, on a business trip. Let's put it this way. So I would continue in this fashion and make my comments here so that I know exactly when there are any possibilities. So once we are done, this is what the complete Excel sheet would look like. So I have called every assistant and I've gotten the availability for every executive here. And then you get this nice map in red, green, and amber. And you can see also I have here made comments. So for some, you can go on a deeper level, on hourly level, and say when is the person available on that day, between which time. And I would add all of this information in the Excel, because then I can sit down and look where can I find slots where I can get everybody together. And this will never work perfectly, so you will always have people who can't join for a specific meeting because they're on holiday or whatever, and so you have to go with it. But that's how it is. At least you can get most people together on most of the days. So for example, when you're scheduling a steering committee meeting. Okay, so now the final result is, let's make this bigger. In the first week, you can see it's really not possible to bring the people together. They're all, I don't know, on a business meeting, wherever, business trip. Next week looks better. So we could do the Wednesday. There's only Michael is not available, or Thursday, but then Terry would have to join remotely. He's on a business trip, and Larry wouldn't be available. Sorry. and Lynette wouldn't be available. So we would probably go for Wednesday or Friday, but we would have to do this meeting without one of the executives. So let's say we can just say Friday. Friday is always great because people don't have many meetings on Friday. So let's mark this as a potential date. It will always require some back and forth, so you will have to negotiate with the assistants whether they can make some special arrangements, like whether they can shift one of their existing meetings to accommodate your meeting. That depends on how important it all is. So, but it requires this kind of back and forth communication with the assistants. So Friday, the 14th of May is good. Then the other week, Wednesday looks good. So here, Deborah is available after 10 a.m. And then for Terry, we have a note here after 2 p.m. And then for Lee, he's available until 4 in the afternoon. So that it works well. We can do a meeting from 2 to 4 p.m. So perfect. It's a 2-hour meeting. Yeah, here you see for the next week, we could shift a meeting for Deborah, and we would have to do the meeting without Larry, but still that's okay. Maybe there are no topics that he has to get involved in, so he doesn't really have to be at the meeting. That's always something you need to consider. Do you need this specific person on the meeting for a decision or some sort of update, or is it okay if the person is not available? And you wouldn't do this for like only 4 meetings and only for a weekly schedule. You would do this kind of planning, for example, when you do a meeting calendar for the entire year and you're looking for, let's say, finding a common meeting date every 2 or 3 months, and then you would go through the entire year basically. So it takes quite a bit of work and calling up people and negotiation, but that's basically how you arrive at a meeting schedule that works for everybody. Hope that was helpful. All the best and take care.